and we start this hour in California, where Governor Gavin Newsom is under fire for misleading claims about the state's homelessness crisis. The governor posting on X that the state has dramatically slowed the growth of homelessness and continues to lead the charge in getting people off the streets. But the numbers paint a different picture. Since 2019, California has spent about $24 billion on tackling homelessness, and the state is still struggling with more than 185,000 homeless individuals, topping New York, Washington, and Florida, with the majority of that increase stemming from migrants. And this all comes as Chicago is implementing a new program in just days where the mayor plans to combine services for migrants and those experiencing homelessness in hopes of saving money. So NewsNation's Nancy Liu is live in Los Angeles following all of this. So Nancy, you're there in California. Did the governor get handed wrong data? Is there a bigger issue here? Why the backlash?
Well, Nichole, the governor's post on X hit the same day as the major homelessness report by the Department of Housing and Urban Development, which churned headlines of a nationwide increase of over 18%. Well, soon after, Governor Newsom posted to X saying, in part, California dramatically slowed and reduced the growth of homelessness, making more progress than the majority of other states. But here in Los Angeles and cities throughout the Golden State, the homeless crisis is hard to miss still. While the rate of increase has been smaller in California, up 3% compared to the national average of 18%, the HUD report confirms that the Golden State continues to have the nation's largest homeless population by far. In fact, it's nearly a third of all homeless. The snapshot count this year has the California total at nearly 188,000, about 30,000 more than New York, and drastically more than the rest of the top 5. Governor Newsom has been hands-on in dealing with the problem. And since the Supreme Court decision on homeless encampments, he has pushed local leaders to be more aggressive in clearing and housing people. According to a study out of Stanford, California has spent $24 billion on homelessness since 2019, but the population still increased by about 30,000. At a news conference right after the release of the HUD report, Governor Newsom focused on the positives, which includes getting more people off the streets.
Progress, as well as on the sheltered side, up 8.9%. That is a very good statistic as it relates to the work we're doing to get people sheltered and to get people the support that they deserve. 40 states saw larger increases than California.
Now, the governor's X post has generated a backlash of responses and a community note, with people calling it misleading. One Californian said the numbers are hardly a victory, accusing Newsom of tossing tiny fixes at a huge crisis and calling it progress. Now, in a statement to NewsNation, Governor Newsom's office pointed out that the community note on X is commenting on something the tweet does not claim in an attempt to continue a narrative that is not supported by the data. Nichole?
And so, Nancy, it is not all doom and gloom because there are some improvements there in California.
There are, Nichole, and as Governor Newsom mentioned, more people are now sheltered. That is up nearly 9%. And the state has added more than 71,000 year-round shelter beds. In addition, the number of homeless veterans in California, that is down by 8%. That is the biggest decrease of all states. However, the population remains the largest of the U.S., with about 33,000 veterans experiencing homelessness in California. Now, in September, Governor Newsom signed a package of bills to support veterans, and it includes new assistance for housing and education. Nichole?
All right, Nancy Liu live there in California. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.